Hello. This week's episode of the 80s Twilight Zone contains Act Break, The Burning Man, and Dealer's Choice. So we start with Act Break, which in and of itself, it doesn't have that much, cool production stuff to it. But the story is interesting in that it does have a never beginning loop. Not a never ending loop, but a never beginning loop. Who wrote the plays of Shakespeare? Is he remembering plays that he himself wrote? And if so, is he it makes no sense. It's very strange. It's like the triumvirate of Babylon 5 that was never invented because it was taken back into time and then given to someone who gives it to themselves in the future, which is then the present and then becomes the past. Like, it's the same here. He remembers plays that Shakespeare has not written, but he remembers them as Shakespeare's plays so that he can then write them. Not super happy about that. It does resemble a lot the Once and Future King about an Elvis impersonator, which we will get to in season 2. But that's the story of another time. Now, The Burning Man is a Ray Bradbury story, and it works a lot better in text than it does on the screen, I think. It only has, the three sort of main protagonists here, and they're driving in their car. Well, 4 technically, but 3. And the car isn't driven, by the way. It's towed on a rig so that you can have the cameras mounted all around it. And you have this creepy character. So, Piper Laurie, we've seen in Twin Peaks, of course, whereas Robert Blossom, he was the old man in Home Alone, and it ends with, the murder with this cicada rhythm person thing. Very scary. Now, the next episode, the next story, Dealer's Choice, has this veteran cast where we have Morgan Freeman, of course, who we've seen in everything. He's all around. We also have Dan Hedaya, who, the moment I saw him, I just remembered him from Alien Resurrection or Alien 3. Then we have Barney Martin, who was in Seinfeld. And Emmett Wash, of course, who I most fondly relate to the Blade Runner movie. Wes Craven directed this episode, and he found it very difficult to do things around this little table. The angles were all strange to him, and he wasn't, that fond of it. There's a death card, which is, of course, a tarot card, and is in the tarot deck not that bad a thing. The devil or the tower are way worse than death. Death just means renewal and cyclic, so it's not too bad. Nick never takes off the hat, right? That stays on. And it implies the horns, right? I can tell that there's an idea of him having horns under there, even though he doesn't show them. And we had that in the original series too, where we actually did get the horns, but I thought they should be poking through the hat. But here, they're just heavily implied. Like, why doesn't he take off the hat? It's because of the horns, but it's only implied. But that's the end of it. These aren't particularly strong episodes, I think. I like the Ray Bradbury story, but I like it better written than I did as this Twilight Zone episode. The Once and Future King and the Act Break pose interesting questions, but I don't think this communicates it well enough. I think the Once and Future King does it better. Next week is Dead Woman's Shoes and Wong's Lost and Found Emporium. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now.